It's Saturday morning here at the Mrshevyshevy ranch, and it's done got cold, folks. There was a little frost in the grass this morning, and it's like 55 in the shop. My toes are cold, so I'm gonna get to work here. Little man's coming. We got some organizing to do. Had some cleanup. I had to do some vehicle maintenance a few weeknights here, and I was around, gathered up some other stuff. I got to put it away, and got to do something with that. We got to clean up. We got other things to do, you know. Let me get after it. Here's one of the things I had to do this week. That's $120 right there. You know, makes you like them old Timken bearings. This truck here, it's just been kind of sitting here. It still needs a few things. One, the heater core is leaking that I put in it before our trip. When you know, the old stuff leaks. Not bad, but it's leaking right on the floorboard, and that's kind of embarrassing. So we're gonna fix that. I think what I'm gonna do is put an old air conditioning system in it, I think. But I'm going to study up on that and save a few pennies. This is where a sponsor would come in real handy. I'm just saying. And it needs upper control arm bushings and a few other things, but we'll get to all of that. But today, I still got to do maintenance. And I ain't been videoing much of this because it's all boring stuff. And I've been getting a lot of people saying different things lately. One says I talk too much, and the sad thing is those guys that make those comments, they don't have any videos, so I can't watch theirs and emulate them. So I'm really not sure what to do. I guess the only thing I can do is keep doing what I do, right? Well, that's what I'm gonna do anyways. Let me see if this thing will run. I think this is the key. Stick it in here, turn that on, pump the gas twice, hit the starter button, which is over here. Now somebody's gonna say, you need to shim your starter. Maybe so, but the flywheel's messed up, so it's gonna make that racket, and that's just the way it is. So I'm living with it. I hope you can too. Right, bud?
Right.
Alright, we're going to let this warm up a minute, and we're going to back it out, and then I'm going to put the battery in my camera here in the charger because it's flashing red at me like it's dead. Alright then?
Alright.
Alright, she's been running a minute. Let's see if the automatic choke works. Oh yeah. Well, we'll just put our low car shifter here in reverse and back on out of here. Alright then. And the reason my heater light there is lit when the fan's off is because I wired it through the ground. It's a little bit backwards. My thought was if the rheostat went through the ground, it'd be less sparks and safer. I don't know if that's the case or not, but that's how it is. It works either way. It's not wrong. It's just different. Okay? Okay. Alright, we finally got to where we can get in the shop here. The good news is, after all that work I did a few videos back, there's not no ponds under the truck, which there always was before. See there's a little moisture from the tailpipe. A little moisture from the tailpipe. And if you hear that four-wheeler acting up, I gotta fix that right quick. Alright, the second battery I put in here is charged up and it'll work. The problem with this four-wheeler, which I bought brand new not long ago in 2000, is they got kind of a poor brake design. At least for the rear brake. And this thing right here drifts, and when it does, it makes that switch activate a rev limiter on the engine, which is highly aggravating. And since the brakes don't work anyways on the back, I'm just gonna take that switch out and fix it so it don't have that trouble no more. When in doubt, bypass.
Yeah.
You know, the trouble with having as many toys as I do is it takes an awful lot of time to keep up with the maintenance on them. And money. Yeah, money. Alright, here's how this switch works. I just popped it out of there. Let's crank it up. Sounds like the battery's getting a little weak. I might need to ride it some more. Alright. That's pretty aggravating when you're trying to go somewheres. But if you push that in, it works. So let me figure out how I want to bypass it. I could just rig up something to keep it depressed all the time, or I could just cut the wires and splice them together. I think that's what you got to do to make it work. But once I figure that out, I'll let you know what I did. Alright, this is November, and this is like the 32nd time I've been wrong this year.
Pretty impressive.
It really is, isn't it? You don't hook them together, you leave them unhooked. Rev it up one time. See, there's proof. Alright, I'm gonna fix it with some electric tape, zip tie it to the handlebar, and we're gonna be right from now on. He's working on something under there. I don't know what. Alright, the next order of business is I gotta change oil in this thing, and the motor mount's broke. You know, this is a pretty common problem with these things, so if anybody's got a better solution, just leave it in the comments, because you know I'm always looking for advice. So, really for real this time. I'm not sure what the deal is with these things, but it breaks them all the time. Alright, I got the oil changed. I didn't film none of it. Sorry for those of you that complain I don't show everything I do. Sorry to those guys. But just now I'm trying to please the guys who don't want to see boring stuff. So I'm going to pull that funnel out and put the oil cap back on. The oil change is done. Done. And now is the hard part, changing the motor mount. We'll see how much of that I film. Alright, this is my first time doing it on this thing. And I took the little rubber inner fender out. Thought it might help, but I don't think it's going to help me none. And so far I'm not enjoying it all that much, but I'm getting ready to take some bolts out. Alright, here's the culprit. That aggravating son of a gun right there. This is taking longer than I expected. But truth be told, I had to pull that out. I don't know if I had to, but I did. I'm operating with a wounded shoulder, and it hurts, buddy. It hurts. And he's wounded himself somehow. I don't know. So I don't know if I'm going to get this done today, but I'm going to try. I got to go pretty soon. I'm going to try to get the motor mount new one back in it. There's got to be a better way. Don't you think? Alright, I'm going to show you. I finally got this son of a pup in there. But that was a battle right there. Alright, I hope that thing don't break anytime soon, because I don't want to do that again. I may pay somebody to do it next time. Because you know, that wasn't fun, and I do this for fun. Alright, I think I'm going to call it a night tonight. We'll finish this up tomorrow. I got somewhere to be. I need to go get cleaned up. So I'm going to do that. And we'll start on this, putting it back together with a fresh attitude tomorrow. And since he's wounded, I'm going to ring the bell now. But we'll finish it tomorrow.